And then coming in, know that it's going to be a new process because everybody's pretty much gone from the Georgians that they recruited. So I just felt like I had a better opportunity to come in at Georgia, have a better opportunity to play. And then I wanted to get away from home because Gainesville is like 45 minutes to an hour away from my house. So I wanted to get away from home, grow up, become a man by myself. I need my mom, my dad, anybody like that. So me being up here made me develop, become a man and stuff like that.
When you look at games like this, obviously rivalry games are obviously going to be intense no matter who it is. When you got a game like this that's so important, the SEC East and for all the stuff you guys have got down the road, what does it add to a game when there's stakes this big?
I mean, we take every game big. But like you said, this game is for all the marbles. So yeah, we got a chip on our shoulder because we know that this game is for all the marbles. But everybody wants to play Georgia Bulldogs hard, no matter who we play. So we're gonna come out, play hard. We're gonna do what we do.
Does it kind of feel like this is the beginning of a 5-game playoff before the playoff for you guys?
Oh yeah, definitely. This is a gauntlet. We know that the end of this season will be the hardest part of our season, so we're ready for that. We're mentally and physically prepared for that.
How close are you to 100%, Solomon? I know you've been kind of in and out. I don't think I've seen you start for a while.
I'm almost to 100%. I'm getting treatment before practice, after practice, so hopefully I'll be almost close to 100% come Saturday.
What were some of the challenges you faced over these last few weeks recovering?
The challenges I really faced over these last few weeks was me just really get back healthy. Like, it's just like the type of stuff, like doing what I'm able to do when my ankle wasn't hurt, try to do those type of movements and everything, running, all type of stuff, pass blocking, run blocking, all type of stuff. But other than that, it just really wasn't no challenges. Me had to get healthy. Me had to go in the training room and put in time in the training room.
You want to play, everybody wants to play, but so how tough was it?
Oh yeah, it was tough. What we do is offensive line, we talk to each other before every game, and I told my boys that I really want to be out there with them type stuff, and I'm sorry that I couldn't, but they all had my back, so next man up, and we're going to do what we have to do.
Being that you're down there from this area, before you ever committed to the Georgia Bulldogs and you were being recruited, what did you know about this game and then the rivalry between the two played in that city down there?
It's fun. Like, I just had another interview, but one of the funny stories that I can remember is Georgia-Florida game. And I remember once a particular play, it was Nick. And that was the play, one of Nick's famous runs. It was when like 3 people tried to grab him. I think his helmet came off, his shoe came off, and he was a freshman. And he scored a touchdown. I was like, oh my God, who is this? I was like, this boy good. But from that day forward, I really started following Georgia, how Georgia was doing, all type of stuff. But then eventually I ended up in Georgia playing with Nick.
Solomon, I know you've got a job to do Saturday, but right outside of you, when you look at Thomas and Isaiah Wilson against Grenard and Zuniga, I mean, how wild of a matchup is that going to be? Their tackles against their DEs.
They're two good defensive ends or two different positions where they play, and then we got two good tackles. So that's going to be a very good matchup. They work hard. I know my guys work hard too. So they're accepting the challenge and they're ready for it.
How much movement do they do to where you may see Grenard or something like that coming in?
I mean, they got different pass blitzes where Zuniga might come in under and somebody else might wrap around, stuff like that. They might do stunts where he slant in. I might have to touch him a few times, but other than that, I mean, he's pretty much from them two outside.
When you see how many sacks and tackles for loss a team like this has, does that kind of motivate you more than it does other weeks? Not that you take opponents lightly.
We don't take no opponent lightly, but when I see that type of stuff, it got a chip on our shoulder because that's what they do. They gamble a lot. So when they're gambling, we gotta stay on our P's and Q's to don't make no mistakes, play the best ball as we can because we know what they're good at. We know what they're aiming for.
With Jax being your hometown, do you have to avoid extra distractions, friends and family? How do you handle that situation?
See me how I handle my situation. Like, I just got off the phone with my mom. Now I said, Mom, I'm focusing on the game. You handle the tickets. You do what you got to do. I'll let you know who's trying to come on my side of the family, but you handle that type of stuff. So when that type of stuff come about with any game, I let my mom handle that, and I just focus on football.
What's this game always meant to you from that area? Something you've known about since you were little?
No doubt. This game right here means a lot to me because me growing up in Jacksonville, Florida, the type of city it is, the type of environment that I grew up in, it shows that kids around the neighborhood, kids that come to the same high school that I can, they can do it no matter what nobody tell them. So just stay focused and keep moving. You never know what you got in your future. So I really like to go back home and show the kids back home that I did it, so can you.
What do you think it means to the city of Jacksonville just overall?
yeah.
I mean, it kind of shuts down the whole place.
I mean, the city of Jacksonville, it really shows that it's not always the bad part about Jacksonville. It's always something positive that also come out of school. And then the high school that I came from, we always had players go to college, play Division I ball type of stuff. So like I said once before, it's just showing the kids that it's possible. All you got to do is work.
So how excited were you when you heard the news that they had renewed it to play the game in Jacksonville for the next couple of years?
Oh yeah, I like that because I live 10 minutes away from Jacksonville. Like the stadium, like 10 minutes away, probably even less than that. So I like that. I like that because I get to go back home. All my family get to come, and some people don't be able to come. They can go to my mom's house. My mom always have a big tailgate party every year, so they can chill at the house, look at the game, put the big screen on the TV, and just have fun.
Were you a Jaguars fan growing up?
Oh yeah, I'm still a Jaguars fan. Yes sir.
You admit it.
Yes sir. No doubt. No doubt.
I know you guys are coached to not treat any game differently than the rest of them, but what does this game do to you as a player when you suit up and step on the field?
Me personally, it just go to show that you never know what can happen. Because watching this game at home, who knew I would have been playing Jacksonville Jaguars Stadium versus Florida Georgia game? Like it's like we don't have a home college team in Jacksonville, so. Seeing this game it was a big because the whole city came together and divided between Florida or Georgia. And like growing up, nobody knew that I was going to be able to play for Florida. All my brothers that played football and basketball never played against and went to Florida or Georgia. So me knowing that my future is bright in the game, I'm able to play for Georgia. It's just something like it's different.
Is there a different